Hello friends, this is Learning Tube and I am Dinesh Jinjala. So today we will try to learn about iterators, that how we can use iterators and in our every simple code how iterator can be used with simple modifications that we will learn today. So let us try to read this CSV file with if we will read the CSV file in a conventional way, and then we will try to read the CSV file with the iterator. Let us start with that. With open, so this is one conventional way to read the file, but let us say I want to read line by line, and for each line I have to do some processing. Here what I am doing, I am reading all the data at once from the file, and then if I want to do some processing over that, then I will use I will do everything here. So let us say I in data split. So this way we need to do a for loop to read each and every line, and then we can try to process that each and every line like this. But in case what we don't want to read whole data file at once, but we want to read a file a line by line. Then there is one function like read line, and here only we can use for loop. So in this case what we are doing, we trying to read each line, and then we will process on each line. So this same functioning that read line is doing, can we do it by ourselves? Now what is the benefit of this, that read line will reduce the amount of consumption of memory, while only read file dot read, it requires more memory to store our file. Like if a file is very big, then I think it take much more time to read the full data file. So in that case we can use a read line, so we can easily process on each line, and then we can store all the processed data. So this same thing we can do with the iterators also. How we can do, let us try. We will run a while loop here, and f is equal to read is line is equal to next file. Now this while loop, it is forever loop, and it will try to read every line from the file. Let us see is this working or not. Okay, here we have some unexpected EOF. Okay, yeah, forgot accept okay. Exception, we should read the exception so we can see that what we can do. Print E. So here we can see that uh, we have tried to read each and every line and it is working. Let's see what will be the final result here. Uh, okay, it is taking time because the file is very big. Okay, it lastly it got out of that while loop, but we doesn't able to see that what is the exception here, why it is got out of this while loop. We doesn't able to see that, but let's see. In while we use next, at that time we have a special kind of exception, that is stop iteration. Or here we will print stop iteration, or otherwise what uh, Python 3.6 way we will try. Stop iteration str of e. Okay, let's see now. And what we can do here is strip. So this new line should not be there. Okay, this is running well, and let's see what is the exception here. Okay, so we can see here stop iteration. And one more thing, if we want to trace the exit error, then what we can do, we have one library that is trace back, and we have one system info, I think can use this traceback, and we need one another library that is a system. And what we will do here, exe info, and we will see what is the exception type, what is the exception value, and what is the breakpoint, where exactly the exception we have, and traceback will give a proper printable tags that we give us very good information about the exception. Let us say temp, and okay, now let us try with this. So it is working, I think. Traceback, is it fine? Traceback is not callable. Oh, here I forgot traceback dot format exception. So currently it is running. Let's see how it will print the exception. And okay, now here we can see in a broad way that where exactly the error is. So here traceback try to see iterator, there is a error in line number 6, and the line is read line is equal to next file. So why this error? Because at the end of file, this uh, next file is a iterator. So whenever we use next, at that time it try to fetch the next line, and how can we say that here the file is ended? So at that time, whenever the file is ended, at that time it rises the stop iteration exception. So in this way we can read the file, or we can easily make it here, because we just don't want to print this. So this way we can read the file from CSV or any file with our iterator. Okay, now what is exactly the iterator is? This is fine. This we have read from the CSV. Like if I want to make my own iterator, then how can I do that? So let us say I have list A, and I have some values in that. Now what I will do, I will make it iterator of A, and there is one function in Python, inbuilt function, that is iter, and it converts a list into iterator. So now if I do like next, some tags here, let us say, and one more time. So if we print this one, we can able to see that it takes a value line by line. So what is the exactly the useness of this iterator is, whenever we have something, this is a easy example, but let us say we have something different list here, and we want to process each element of that list, and it taking much more time. Let us say I have a simple way list A. Let us say I have I have a range which have nearly 1 million elements. And now what I have is I have a function, let us say function square, for list A I in list A, and we want to print we don't want to print, but we want to return I square, or here let us say result. Here what we will do, we will append it. Okay, so this is one function square which take input as a list A, and it try to give the result that is the square of each and every element of the list, and it try to give that list into the result. Now I want to use that function square in some another process, but I can't wait till this loop. If here it takes 1 million, but let us say okay, let us call this function. How much time does it take? Let us say time dot time, and end time is equal to time dot time minus start time, and we need to import time. So let us say how much time does it take. Okay, we haven't printed time. Okay, it's take 0.53 second. Let us say this list is much more bigger than this also. Okay, now it will take nearly the 100 times. Let us say I only one more zero, so now it will take around 5 seconds. Let us say okay, it is taking around 5 seconds. But now what is the thing is uh, I want this result, but I can't wait for 5 seconds. So at that time what I can do here, I can give this result yield and now if I want first thing, let us say print uh, let us say I am saving output. Let us print first output. What is the output is? Now if we print out, it says that it is a generator. Okay, this is a generator. Then what I can do here, print out okay, let's say now what does it print? 0. Now if I want to process it second time, then it is processing 1. So this way, without taking much more time, I can get each value and I can process each value from the list without waiting for 5 seconds. So this is the usefulness of the iterator, and this way we can make our code much more faster than just a normal code, just waiting for 5 seconds. So this is all for today, and we will try to see much more things about iterators and how we can use this iterator. How can we make our own iterator function? How can we make our own class with iterator? That we will see in the next video. Till that, have a great day. Learning is alive. So please like, share and subscribe our channel. We are coming up with this type of videos to make our learning better. So please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.